today I'm going to be reviewing another recent release from Thomas Nelson. Now this was out before, but there's some different cover options available, and I'm not sure if they added more notes to this or not. I'm going to have to check. My husband has an older edition of this Bible. I'll have to check that out and come back and let you know. This is the Thomas Nelson Net Bible Full Notes Edition. Net stands for New English Translation. And this Bible, the main draw of this is it has 59,074 translators' notes, the largest set ever created, and they provide complete transparency to every major translation decision so you can see the detail and nuance of Scripture for yourself. This is a brown genuine leather edition. All right, and then looking at some of the features here, as I said, it has all those translators' notes. And you're going to see these little symbols in here. So TN stands for translator notes. They explain the rationale for the translation and give alternative interpretive options. If you see a TC, that's text critical notes. Those highlight alternative readings found in various manuscripts. Man, I can't talk today. I apologize. All right, SN stands for study notes. These offer historical and cultural background as well as theological insight. It also has elegant line match design, makes the Net Bible uniquely beautiful and functional, combining inspiration from medieval manuscripts with the best in modern typographic techniques. It has a 9-point font, a single column layout with 7-point font for the notes. It is Smith sewn, so it's going to lay flat in your hand or on your desk. All right, got through that. All right, so it comes in a box here. Pull this out. All right, so here we see our genuine leather cover. I like the grain pattern here. It's going to have perimeter stitching. Our spine says Net Bible Full Notes Edition, Net and Thomas Nelson. It has gold page gilding, 2 ribbon markers, which I didn't even untuck yet. I did go through this a little bit, but I didn't untuck the ribbons. We have a red and a blue. All right, we have a table of contents from the Net Bible team, and to the reader, a brief introduction of the Net translation, New English Translation. Features of the Net Bible Full Notes Edition. The Net Bible Translation Team. And then we're going to get into the Old Testament. Okay, friends, when I say this has a lot of notes, I'm not kidding. Here's the scripture, and here's the notes. So you can see there are a lot of notes in here. Notes, again, are in a 7-point font. They're a little bit smaller. Line spacing and everything makes them fairly decently able to be read, but just be aware that it is a smaller size. But notes in most study Bibles are going to be smaller. And it has those little codes like SN for study notes, etc. that I read in the beginning. I'm not going to lie, when I look at this Bible, and my husband does have this one as well, so I've seen it before. But when I open this Bible, wow, it's a little overwhelming. There is a lot in here. So if you are a pastor, or if you like to see, the hows and whys of why things are translated the way they are, or just do a really deep study of a book of the Bible, or even just a few verses or a chapter, this is going to be a really good option for you. It's obviously not a note-taking Bible, but I don't think there's much more you can add to this with all these notes in here anyway, so you can get a notebook if you need to, but there's a lot in here. Chapter numbers are pretty big and bold. So yeah, this one's a good one. This is a lot. Can't say there's not enough material to keep you busy in here, that's for sure. This is definitely a Bible that's pretty academic in nature, obviously, so I think if I used it for a small portion, like if I'm studying like part of a book or maybe a shorter book or even a full book and just doing a little bit at a time, I think that would be okay. as a reading Bible, it would definitely overwhelm me, but I don't think it's meant to just sit and be read. Obviously, you could, of course, but like it's not one to just sit and be read and then read all the study notes for a read through the whole Bible. You could, you definitely could. For me, I think that would overwhelm me a little bit. But for a deep study Bible of portions of the Bible, then yes, I think that would be a good option for that. And if we wanted to look up, oh, I don't know, why would this particular verse translated that way? This would be a really great one for that too. So you could look up the verse and see the hows and whys of that. All right, so if we get into the New Testament here, it is a black letter text. This is not the heaviest Bible I own, but it's a pretty heavy Bible. So I don't know if it's one I would carry to church. You definitely could. But I think this would be a really great desk Bible to sit and do deep study. Or like I said, to see why things are translated the way they are. All right, so at the end of Revelation, we're going to have the Net Bible Principles of Translation. We're going to have abbreviations for biblical books and non-biblical literature. Sorry, my dog thinks it's time for him to eat, so he's going to be whining at me until I finish this video. I'm almost done, buddy. All right, so at the end of the abbreviations then, we are going to have general abbreviations. Make sure I didn't miss anything. Nope, a list of cited works. Keep checking to make sure I didn't skip anything. Okay, we're good there. And then get to the end of that. Sorry, I did skip a few things. Abbreviations and introduction to principal manuscript evidence for the Greek New Testament. Hebrew and Greek transliteration. And then our maps. Whew, so this one's a doozy. That's a lot of information, a lot of deep study. My husband likes this one. Like I said, he likes to get really deep into it, so it's a good option for him. And if you, like I said, excuse me, I can't speak because my dog's distracting me. If you're looking to see why something was translated the way it is, or, to do a really deep study of a certain portion of the Bible, then this would be a really great option for you. So this is the Net Bible Full Notes Edition in the brown genuine leather, and there's some other cover options available as well. The really great deep study Bible available from Thomas Nelson.